In the bustling markets of ancient Baghdad, where silk traders called out their prices and the aroma of spices filled the air, lived a merchant named Hakim. His shop overflowed with the finest goods from distant lands, Persian carpets, Chinese porcelain, and Indian jewels that sparkled like captured stars. Hakim was known throughout the city not just for his wealth, but for his sharp business sense. "Every dirham counts," he would say, carefully weighing each transaction. His vault grew heavy with gold, yet his heart grew lighter with each passing day, believing his riches were his greatest achievement. The test begins. One scorching afternoon, as Hakim counted his earnings, a frail old man entered his shop. His clothes were patched, his sandals worn thin, and his eyes held the weight of hardship. "Please, sir, my grandson is gravely ill. The physician says he needs medicine that cost 50 dirhams. I have nothing left to sell, nothing left to give. Could you help us?" Hakim barely looked up from his coins. "Old man, this is a marketplace, not a charity house. I have my own family to think about." The old man's shoulders sagged as he turned away, disappearing into the crowd like a shadow. That very night, Hakim had a vivid dream. He found himself in a vast, empty desert, his hands clutching bags of gold. But with each step, the coins turned to sand, slipping through his fingers. A voice echoed across the dunes. "What profits a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul?" He woke with his heart pounding, the words of the Quran echoing in his mind. "And whoever saves a life, it is as if he has saved all of mankind." The next morning, Hakim closed his shop and searched the narrow alleys until he found the old man's humble dwelling. Inside, a young boy lay burning with fever, while his grandmother wept silently. Without a word, Hakim placed a pouch of gold on the table. Not just 50 dirhams, but enough for the medicine, food, and comfort the family would need for months. The old man's eyes filled with tears. "But why? Yesterday you turned me away." Hakim knelt beside the sick child. "Yesterday I thought my wealth was measured in gold. Today I understand it's measured in the hearts I can heal." As Hakim helped nurse the boy back to health, something extraordinary happened. Word spread of the merchant's kindness. People began coming to his shop not just to buy goods, but to seek his counsel and assistance. His business flourished like never before, but more importantly, his heart found a peace he had never known. The old man became like a father to him, teaching him that true wealth isn't stored in vaults, but in the du'as, prayers, of those whose lives we touch. Years later, when Hakim was asked about the secret to his success, he would smile and say, "I learned that Allah tests us not to see how much we can accumulate, but how much we can give. The gold we hoard rusts away, but the good we do becomes our eternal treasure." The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The believer is not one who eats his fill while his neighbor goes hungry."